What up, Dokkaners? Welcome back to Teen Rami for another video on Super Saiyan 4. I don't even care. Super Saiyan 4! I just hit my mic. I got Goresh here with me. I've been freaking out for the past 15 minutes, and everyone, initially, I mean, rightfully so, thought that this was fake, but it's pretty real, right, Goresh?
This is real.
This is real. So, Super Saiyan 4s are on the way. We got Bardock, we got Broly, we got Vegito, we got Gohan, then we got freaky-looking Toa, and we got new Halloween-looking Deborah. So, this is all obviously coming from, well, we haven't even had it yet, but what's crazy is that this is what's going to be presented on the upcoming Dragon Ball Heroes stream that's going to be happening in probably like 3 hours from the time you guys see this video. So, we're all just kind of reacting and decompressing from this whole thing. Goresh, you already made a video on that. What was your initial takeaway from this?
Well, I was surprised they even showed this already, because we were all waiting for the stream, right? According to what I know, and I actually took a look at this myself, you can actually see this as part of the virtual tour that they have on their website. Which, by the way, I recommend not going there.
Oh, you want to see the website? This is the website.
Don't even.
It's gonna kill my video, yeah.
Because it's so laggy, it's like impossible to even control anything.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to, I would recommend not wasting your time. This is why we're presenting the video to you, so you don't have to waste your time going through this yourself. But yeah, this is visible on the virtual tour, and yeah, I mean, initial reaction is, I'm surprised they're showing this already. Like they just I don't know. I would feel like a lot of people tune into that to look at the upcoming stuff for the collabs and whatever. And okay, now we know. But again, there's definitely some things that they could tell us in the stream that aren't just like this image, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, look, based on the last time, it seemed like a couple of times before they had a lid on revealing their secrets, and then like before the simultaneous download celebration, like 10 minutes before they revealed the Bootanks and the Vegito, or so like I thought that they had a lid on this too, which is probably why a lot of people thought this was fake. Because they probably weren't suspecting them to actually release this type of stuff before going into that stream. But it's a thing, and we can now start speculating wildly on the categories and the lead skills. But one thing is pretty much certain: we're getting Super Saiyan 4. Because This is literally what I predicted with Mass Ninja. And I still remember on my collab last year during the during this banner, the Cumber Golden Cooler banner. During this collab, we both predicted that we would have a Super Saiyan 4 category show up with Broly and Vegito. The only thing in question now is if these two guys will be the actual dual Dokkan Fest leads.
So me personally, I don't think any of these characters are Dokkan Fest exclusives. I think they're saving that for a separate announcement. I think, because keep in mind, like, the big hotness now are the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta Zeno units in Heroes. So my theory is we're either going to get the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Vegeta, or maybe a dual unit with like a dual Dragon Fist active skill or something crazy like that, and then that's going to be the Dokkan Fest. And it fits with the theme because the whole theme is Super Saiyan 4. And it seems weird to me that they're not including any Zeno Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Vegeta in here at all, right? Because they would be new named characters as well. So I find that a little bit suspicious, and also the fact that that's like the big thing right now, and I find it weird that they're not introducing those at all in Dokkan. So that's my theory.
Well, I mean, we already have a Xeno Goku, so I guess if anything, they're only just trying to diversify their heroes' units, I guess, a bit more. And it's
that was just base, right?
Yeah, that was just base. Well, we have a base and a Super Saiyan 3 for each. Yeah. So I mean, if anything, I would still think that these two would be the leads. Do you really think that they're just gonna go all out with everything in one hero? I mean, I guess I'm kind of answering my own question. This is the 10th anniversary, but I'm kind of thinking like ahead into the future. Do they even think about the future, or do they just go crazy all out right now and bring everything, pull out all the stops for this celebration with those limit-breaking Super Saiyan 4s and whatnot?
I think so, because if this is going to be the Super Saiyan 4 themed Heroes celebration, like how often are we going to have that come around?
True. But honestly, this alone, I would break the bank for.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think we talked about this on the podcast, but basically, like having two separate banners is not out of the question here. So you would have the normal Heroes collab banner, which would have these 6 units on there, and then I guess whatever else they want to throw on there as like another featured unit for Heroes, and then that whole banner would be Heroes, and that's it. And then the second banner would be just a normal Dokkan Fest banner, but the new Dokkan Fest exclusive would be like one of these Heroes units, and then they would become, like a normal rotating Dokkan Fest exclusive unit that would come back and whenever they're back on the next banner. But that's what I think is possible. So 2 separate banners.
Oh my god, I'm still freaking out internally. This is still driving me crazy. Just Super Saiyan 4. I'm just gonna say it now. All right, whoever it is, it's gonna be Super Saiyan 4 category, key plus 4, 170. Do you think that would be too? I feel like that's okay because these are gonna be the first Super Saiyan 4s without the GT link, right? And there's not gonna be too many of them, even with the limit breaking units. And there's only going to be a total of like 6 or 7 if you count those in as well. So,
well, I was going to say, I don't know if they do another, like a new Super Saiyan 4 category, just because Grade 8 power is basically that already. I think they're just building that category from this release.
I feel like they have to, because wasn't that the same exact argument with Super Saiyan 2, and they made Super Saiyan 2 a category, right?
Well, I'm just saying because they did Super Saiyan 3, right? Super Saiyan 3 was its own thing.
Yeah.
But Super Saiyan 4 is just too limited, in my opinion, because this makes 8 Super Saiyan 4 characters, right? We have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta, Gogeta, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yeah.
Now we have Bardock, Broly, Vegito, and Gohan. That's 8.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you really can make a category with 8 units on it. I think these guys are just going to go into the Grade 8 power category, and they're just going to build that one out more.
Well, then, assuming what you said before comes to pass, you have 8, then you have limit broken Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, limit broken Super Saiyan 4 Goku, limit breaking Vegito. So that gives you 11, and that right there pretty much gives you a Namekian level category status, right?
That's true. Yeah, I mean, they also have there's other options they could do too. They could just do normal Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Zeno, and
there you
Vegeta
go.
Zeno.
Yeah.
Then you can also do Zeno Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then you can also do full power Super Saiyan 4 Broly, and then I guess you can also do combinations of those two. But again, since they just introduced the Grade 8 power category, I think they're more so just building off of that. And then also to your point about the GT link, that Gohan is technically named Gohan GT in Heroes, but I don't know if they're going to keep that.
Really?
Dokkan, yeah.
I had no idea. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think they would keep that because Heroes always puts GT in the names of GT characters. And I think when that Gohan was initially like revealed or released in the game, he was like a what if part of the GT story, and that's why they put that in his name.
Jeez, I'm still freaking out, man. Let's also look at the other thing I wanted to talk about, which is the Heroes collaboration banners themselves. So we've had now 3 installments of this, dating back to 2017, 2018, 2019. Along the way, we've been getting new units, new TURs for older units. So as far as the other units, the sideline units that are concerned in this collaboration, this celebration, are there any particular units that you would like to see getting some sort of upgrade? I'm thinking right off the bat that Gohanks. Wait, is this Gohanks? Vejex, Gohanks, Gotenks. Anybody else? Maybe.
Okay. For me, I really want to see the Dark Mask King and the Black Mask Saiyan get Dokkan Awakenings. Those are from the previous, not this one, the one before this. As well, I think Super Mira also needs one.
Oh yeah, the Makyuka form, yeah.
Yeah, the Makyoko Demigra, the Super Mira, Black Mask Saiyan, and Dark Mask King all need Awakenings.
I don't think I got a single one of these guys. The only one that I got was the Makyuka form. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy desperately needs one. Yeah. So all of these guys would probably get it because it's been 2 years.
Yeah, because what Global did with this banner is they just chucked all these guys unfeatured, and it was a 7% feature, 3% unfeatured split, which is really dumb. But that's a different story.
I mean, I think it was pretty funny. People went crazy on this banner just for Supreme Kai. Do you remember that whole craze?
Yeah,
because she was like the lowest rated unit or something. You weren't able to pull her a whole lot, and if you did, you ran away with a W.
So what I really want to see out of this, more so than anything else, and this again will depend on how they handle the whole Dokkan Fest situation, is a real Dokkan Fest level Heroes leader for the category, because we don't have one. the best leader we have is Fu, and he's 130%.
Yeah.
So if we can get like a because again, this category is really not that big. If we can get like a 170% across the board, maybe like 4 key lead for this category, this could be a real category. Like, people don't really run this team ever because A, there's not really a good leader, and then B, it's an okay category. It's not great because there's a lot of different types of units that don't necessarily share a lot of links together. But I think if you introduce a 4-key 170 leader, like, all of a sudden with all these Super Saiyan 4s running around, with all these great supports on this category, like, it could be a real team that you'd run in like a real event.
I've always liked using Dragon Ball Heroes. I've done them for a few videos. I always like each unit has a very like interesting quirk. Like there are some in particular that really stand out with some really fun abilities. Like, for example, the Cumber. I had a lot of fun using that Cumber because he has a pretty unique ability to. Is it this one? Yeah. This guy, when you smack him once, he has a chance of stunning the entire squad if they're all super class. So like some of these units have had a lot of really cool quirks about them, but you just don't get to really enjoy them a whole lot just because, number one, not many people have those friend units. Number two, the category is very limited. So yeah, bringing all of these guys into the fold would super enhance that category. And not to mention, if you have a better lead, it would just make everyone a lot more viable for like long form events, more difficult events. That's what I'm saying, man. Super Saiyan, see, these guys, I'm just going to tell you again. Super Saiyan 4, dual Dokkan Fest lead, okay? Broly, Vegito. This is my prediction 1 year ago. They're going to be Super Saiyan 4 leads and also Dragon Ball Heroes leads. Full-fledged leads. So key plus 4, 170 for Super Saiyan 4. And then for Dragon Ball Heroes, maybe like 3, 150, 130, some sort of like combination of that. I think that would be a good way to go. They don't have to totally go overboard because that kind of limits the possibilities for the next year's celebration, I guess. But they really have to make sure to give this one a good finishing like finale, because this is 10 years, culminating in 10 years of Dragon Ball Heroes. They really have to deliver.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that, I mean, again, we don't have anything confirmed yet, but imagine Super Saiyan 4 Vegito as just a normal banner unit. It just sounds weird.
Oh, that makes me so happy, man. Super Saiyan 4. Their time is finally here. Oh, yeah, and by the way, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, they can reveal, it's possible that they reveal on the live stream, like, oh, by the way, like, Vegito's a Dokkan Fest exclusive, or Broly's a Dokkan Fest exclusive.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
it's not, nothing is set in stone yet. It's just like, I don't think they would just show all these guys and then randomly assign one to be a Dokkan Fest exclusive. I think this graphic is showing just like the normal collab units that we always get.
Yeah.
And then what I think is going to happen is, again, they're hiding the big one.
Yeah.
And then maybe like, whenever this banner comes out, maybe like a day before, JP Doke on Twitter just tweets out like the previews, and it's just like some like ridiculous like Super Saiyan 4 limits broken Goku and Vegeta with like an active skill Dragon Fist, something that's just absurd.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty clever strategy that I have seen a couple studios do. I'm pretty sure Smash Bros have done things like this, where like they give you what you want to kind of distract you in the meantime, to kind of deter from the fact that there's something even bigger on the horizon. So that would totally be something. I mean, you know Dragon Ball Heroes more than I do. I don't really follow this too much, but that totally sounds within the realm of possibilities. I wanted to add one more thing. You know more about this than I do, like I said. The Toa, the freaky looking Toa, and the Deborah. What exactly is the deal with those two guys? Why do they look like that? Is that from the show? Is that from the game? Or is this some new design that they're trying to introduce?
Yeah, so the Deborah is Demon God Deborah Zeno. And then Toa is Demon Goddess Toa. There's no Zeno. Actually, is there a Zeno? No, I think it's just Demon Goddess Toa is what her name is.
Okay.
But yeah, they will also be unique names, because no one else in the Dokkan has like those names. So don't have to worry about not running this as Deborah, because you already have a good Deborah. Like, it's gonna have a different name. Same thing with Toa. The Toa that just came back on JP and just got her Dokkan Awakening on JP, this is gonna have a different name than her. And then we also have a Darkness Toa, who's also a different name. So there's 3 different Toas which you can now use all together.
I have 0 of them, so that's great. What are the chances that we get a free-to-play Super Saiyan 4 of any kind?
I actually was considering that, because they said in the survey, if you remember the survey, they said, oh, like, would you guys like Dokkan Fest exclusives or LRs for Heroes? Like, what if the LR they're talking about is a free-to-play LR? And they do like an LR, I don't know, LR Super Saiyan 4 Zeno Goku, but he's a free-to-play unit.
Because like I think this and one other story event are the only ones that we have for Dragon Ball Heroes, right? The one with Beat, Saiyan Man 4.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if they added a new story event with a free-to-play Super Saiyan 4 of some kind. So I think that would be, not only would that cater to Super Saiyan 4 fans, but also free-to-play would get a slice of all this, right? So yeah, I would very much like to see that. Now, the last thing is we just have to hope that this all happens both for Global and JP, because Goresh and I are both Global players. So hopefully this ends up panning out the way that we think. We're kind of thinking there's going to be this grand convergence where both versions collide and celebrate the 10-year culmination of Heroes. But, there's always a possibility it may not happen that way. So we're very much hoping that things pan out the way that we envision this. So
yeah. Well, I was just going to add quickly, if this is not going to include a Dokkan Fest or an LR, then I would be hesitant in saying that the Dokkan Now is going to talk about this. Because
Really?
it was just normal banner, then I don't know if they would do that. I mean, it's possible. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but I feel like those Dokkan Nows are reserved for like Dokkan Fest or LRs normally.
Would it be possible to have both? Maybe a little bit of this and then a little bit of a global exclusive or some sort of LR?
Yeah, I mean, they could. That's possible, yeah.
So, I mean, we don't get those Dokkan Nows too often. This is the third one, I think, ever, right? And they started back in, was it 2018?
The end of 2019 was the Blue Kaioken Goku was the first one. Then we got the Super Saiyan Bardock, and then we got a special one, which was technically not labeled as like number 3, but the special one was the worldwide downloads.
Oh yeah,
and
that
then,
was the one where they kind of spoiled their own stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and then this is technically number 3, even though it's the 4th one.
Okay, so here's hoping we get something good, global players. If not, we can still celebrate in the fact that Dokkan is getting Super Saiyan 4s. I am so freaking happy. Everyone always asks me on my streams, what's my favorite form? It's Super Saiyan 4. So
I can tell.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you, Goresh, for being here. I appreciate this. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.